Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are you? Dress down day today. I said, you know what? Who do I need to impress? Suits, ties. Not only that, when I had surgery 2 months ago, a few families got together and purchased me these really expensive, comfortable Uggs. And you know what? I wore them all day to work and I may never wear shoes again, so thank you for that. I just got a call from Chana, and she said to me, Mendy, you know, quarantining is supposed to be spending 16 to 18 to 20 hours at home, not in your office. You're not supposed to quarantine alone in your office and come home at 1 a.m, which she has a point. So I said, I'll be home shortly, but let me first briefly share an uplifting message with all of you. Today was a great day, and let me share with you why. First of all, a patriarch in our community, a patriarch of a large family, celebrating his 70th birthday today. So mazel tov to you. Hashem should keep blessing you and your family with strength, health, and happiness, and nachas. The Kaplan family in South Africa, Gary and Ilana, had another grandson today. Saw a beautiful picture of that. So mazel tov to Clive and to Lance and Ilana and to your whole family. And today was a very special day because around the corner, and I shared this with you, I believe, a couple of weeks ago, around the corner there is a family who lost their mother to corona, and their father, the woman's husband, hadn't seen the wife in 2 weeks. And they had to do a Zoom funeral and Zoom shiva. It was just horrific. Unfortunately, when they brought their father back here, he became sick with corona after 2 weeks of not having seen his wife. And he was taken to hospital just last week. And I've been FaceTiming him, and he's been on heavy oxygen. But thank God today, I just got a video, literally an hour ago, where I see him being wheeled out, waving to the nurses, everyone clapping him on, just congratulating him for surviving. So you can imagine the simcha, the joy of this family, having just lost the mother, and the father, thank God, survived it. Now they can have time to truly celebrate dad's life, and also to be able to remember mom and just celebrate her life too. Let me share something else very meaningful that happened today. Really, it gives me the chills when I think about it. 2 weeks ago, I shared with you about my friend who lost his father, and it was very sad how one needed to sit shiva. I shared it in one of my vlogs, how challenging it was. He's not able to sit with his siblings, and he's not able to have a normal funeral, and he said it was just compounded grief. Well, my friend Peter called me, actually sent me a WhatsApp today, and he says, tonight is my father's shloshim, 30 days since my father's passing. We're going to be having a special Zoom gathering, and everyone's welcome, and my father-in-law and myself will be present, and we'll hopefully share a few words too. And he shared this, and he said, Mendy, God is beautiful. My father's yard site, meaning 30 days since his yard site, since the day to which he passed, is today. And my oldest daughter just gave birth to a baby boy. I became a grandfather today, and his wife a grandmother, for the first time on the day of the anniversary of the Shloshim. The sun sets and the sun rises, literally speaking. So mazel tov to you, Peter. That's just a beautiful simcha to share. And last and certainly not least, I want to share with you, I've been forwarding videos. This one has a 3-compartment to the video, so I'm just going to share it briefly with you. Maybe at a later date I'll share the videos too. In Israel, like all over the world, they're on lockdown. And as last week they were on lockdown, the news were, a reporter was traveling around to various strip malls to see which shops are open. And she comes to one strip mall, and it's dead, it's quiet. Meanwhile, there's a gentleman standing outside, and she rushes over to him, and she starts interviewing him. He's a middle-aged, portly man, sweet guy, and he says, I'm here, my falafel shop is the only income that I have. I've received nothing yet from the government. My children are home. I need to bring in money. Bills are piling up. And then he starts opening up, and he starts crying. I mean, this is real tears. He realized he was on the media, but he couldn't help it. He says, what am I going to do? How am I going to survive this? You felt for him like you feel for the millions around the world who are struggling. What happened? In true to form of Israel, Jews, and humanity, mentioned people who care about others. The next day there was an additional video shared how a former IDF soldier who was maimed in the war, and he had a partly prosthetic arm and also an attachment to the arm, some type of metal attachment. He's holding with this attachment part of his arm, his robotic arm. He's holding his cell phone, and he calls this guy up and he says, we saw on the news how you were crying. I want to order 150 falafels from you. So the guy was very taken back, and he says, thank you so much. The falafel shop owner said, but truth be told, I don't want donations. I really just want to work for my family. And the Israeli former soldier says, no, 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 I'm not giving you a donation. I'm purchasing them because we're hungry. And you need parnasa, you need sustenance, and we want to eat. 150 falafels. Fast forward to the third video, which came out yesterday, and that was, there is a line every 6 feet with social distancing outside this falafel shop. Now you would think the guy maybe knew he was going to share his story publicly, he'll get some, he had absolutely no idea. The country was on closed-down, lockdown. But when people hear, as we say in the Torah, Kol Yisrael Arevim Zeh B'zeh, each one of us are Arevim, which comes from the word of guarantors for each other. It's not just entitled, it's not just a saying, it's not a quote. It's to be implemented in real life. And here they did that. They ordered, the word got out between WhatsApp and the news, and then suddenly everyone's ordering from him. These are beautiful stories to share. So when the hardships hit us, and when humanity has struggled with the worst, it brings out, thank God, the best in us. So I please God, bless you all, that we should utilize this moment to be able to celebrate all the good news, all those who are recovering, all those who are getting help. Today we gave out thousands of masks, 2,000 masks today, to Hatzalah in Monroe and to 2 hospitals over here. Really amazing. Thank you. Thank you for a wonderful, supportive community. We should be very proud. We're almost there. I don't know where there is, but we're almost there. Stay strong, stay hopeful, stay upbeat. Always stay upbeat and stay hopeful. Keep sharing positive news with each other. Very soon, please God, we'll be able to end this pandemic and go back to our normal life. Please God, our normal life will resume soon. But until that happens, resume, that's the new word. Until that happens, we're going to still be doing on Zoom. And I believe that not tonight, but 1 week from tonight, we're going to be starting a 5-week course for JLI, and Rabbi Levin will be leading it because JLI officially starting it next week. It's a 5-week course, I believe, in ethics of our fathers, and there'll be additional classes that I'll be giving. And also, thank you for all those who joined us yesterday. It was very, very meaningful Yizka service. Please let me know any additional programs or classes that you wish. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to keep in contact with you and to keep us on our feet and on our tiptoes for good things. Hashem should bless you all with the ability to be able to share good, solid, happy news. L'chaim, Mazal Tov, cheers. Good night.